and this is going to be live on YouTube and Facebook. It's pretty nice out. It's, I think, close to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And so I'm going to turn the camera around. Let's get this going right here. So as you can see, there's not a cloud in the sky. And I bought that little microphone so I can do that when I go live on these walks. And I don't like, anyway, I can't see how many people's on and what they're on. So hopefully you'll show up. If not, this will just be another video for you to watch later. So bet you could make a comment if you show up, so I know you're there. Yeah, really. Now my streets have gotten busy all of a sudden. Most of the time you don't see excuse me, any cars there. But anyway, I live behind a cemetery, and I have walked through that cemetery on a live, kind of showing different things. There is a family member of the Lincolns in that cemetery. I'm assuming they are, because there isn't too many Lincolns left over, if there's any. And one day I was walking to work, and I got down here past this part of the fence, and there was a deer down here. Hello, Mambo. And as soon as I get past this part of the fence, there was a deer down here, and that thing scaled this fence like it was nothing. I guess when I was walking I spooked it, but yeah, he jumped that fence. Of course, they can jump pretty high. But I feel sorry for all those people out in I guess it's Colorado or somewhere out west, because there's a big snowstorm over there. This is weird how this thing does this now. It's like a rear view mirror. Isn't that cool? Anyway, let's turn this thing around. If I can do that. Come on, you stupid. There you go. Now, see, there's a cemetery right in front of my house, across the street. And man, this street's busy today. But when my truck went down, boy, my throat's really bothering me. I used to walk the street to work all the time, and plus my school, where I went to high school, is down here as well. Yeah, they're saying towards, I think, the end of next week or something like that, we got some possible snow coming. I hope not, because I hate snow. Like I said, I haven't seen so many cars on this street in a long time. Of course, these tennis shoes I got on are not made for walking. They're actually my shoes that I had, my dedicated shoes when I worked at Acorn. And I never really kind of liked them. They just kind of felt funny on my feet, but I wore them anyway. So I get down here to the end of the street, I got to figure out which direction I want to go. Maybe I'll go left and I'll go past my high school, and then I'll show you where it used to be Acorn, now it's called Rising. And they came out of New Jersey. They are an Indian-owned company now. And I put in a couple applications and never heard anything out of them. So they must not have wanted to hire an in-house facility maintenance guy. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know how many people's watching. I can't get that thing up there again for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, Prism's kind of funny. And it's being 1080p, so if you're watching it on YouTube, you can change your cog to 1080p and watch it in better quality. Hold it up a little bit higher. All right, so check for cars. I'll turn it back around and then you can kind of see my, all right, come on, you stupid thing. All right, there you go. Anyway, you can kind of see where the football stadium is. Actually, they just put a new seating up there, a new stadium, or what do you want to call it. So we'll come over here and check this out. It says 2 watching. All right, well, it's better than none. Yeah, this neighborhood's kind of starting to get a little bad, and I guess they're all moving over here on the west side from the east side because they done screwed up the east side. So, but I'm actually kind of charging off of my gimbal because my phone was at 88% when I left, and usually when anyway, we'll stop right here for a moment. So you can see that's the new seating, stadium, whatever you want to call it, and home of the MacArthur Generals. They totally tore all that out of there and rebuilt it. I think it sits up higher. I'm gonna push the Ah, there it is. I had to push the red counter on there. So I got one on Facebook and one on YouTube. All right, bitchin'. Anyway, you can see they everything's new over there, and even new lights, and they put in new parking lights, at the school. And then these, I don't know if you can see them. Let's see. Yeah, I couldn't do it. Anyway, there's little poles along there. Those are light poles, and them things are bright. But they had totally redid the inside of the school a few years ago, and they wanted to give it more of an industrial college look. And yeah, whatever he said. And now you know what I gotta contend with being in this neighborhood. So I think what we'll do is we'll bypass this area right here, and we'll walk through the school parking lot. And because when I had to walk to work, that's what I did anyway. I just walked through the parking lot because it was quicker. Yeah, this school didn't even look like this when I went here, and all that right there is all new, and the inside of it's totally different. It looks a lot better now than it did then. The other high school on the other side of town, they totally tore it down and rebuilt it, and they got brand new everything. But this one here, they just basically gutted it out and added some stuff and remodeled it. Because apparently they're just trying to get kids used to college life and all that stuff. Sorry for the wind noise. That's why I had that I was gonna get that microphone, because I can hide it in my jacket. And but I didn't use it, so I think a big part of that was what fits on the end. I got to get me a new gimbal because I don't like this gimbal, and plus I had to charge it. So anyway, that's where we used to go in at, was right there. Used to be a bunch of doors along that area. And that wasn't even there. That was all wall. And they totally redid it. And that part right there is new. And then that upper area there, that's the new, I think that's the library. It may not be. But anyway, yeah, that's all brand new. They added stuff and so on. But if you see that white building right there, that's where I used to work. So that used to be Acorn, now Rising. And so I would just, when I'd walk to work, I'd just walk along here, and it didn't take me very long. It's only about I only live about 10 blocks away from this place. And we got some crows. Sorry, I don't have emojis for crows. It looked like he had a piece of cardboard in his mouth. But that looks more like a hawk right there. Yeah, that's a hawk right there. So there's a crow going up to a hawk. Yeah, he don't care about me. He's just gonna eat. He's still 1 and 4. So yeah, I started doing multi into Facebook, hoping that all my Facebook friends would be watching. Still trying to hit that 1,000 mark so I can begin monetization, but then I gotta get 4,000 watch hours after that. So, but once I hit the 1,000 and people stay subscribed, then we're good to go. So I just got to start making more videos, especially shorts, because I got to have like 3 million watch hours or something like that to reach another goal in my shorts. But which I think that's kind of funny when they say that, shorts. Yeah, those people got an Airstream way down there. I like Airstreams. They're kind of rare in Decatur. Anyway, yeah, there's where I used to work. I've repainted that building from one side to the other, all by myself. Worked on the lights, worked on some of the plumbing. Yeah, did all kinds of things, but mainly I've repainted that place from one side to the other. And I miss that job. Usually I walk down to the park and but I thought I would do this. So yeah, they took the Acorn sign down and put the Rising one up. And any signs, these signs that you see right there, I put all them signs up, and they had to take some fluorescent tape and tape over the stuff. Hello, Lynn. But this is my old stomping grounds and Debbie's old stomping grounds. And, if you see that building right there, just to the left of that, actually where that building's at, it might be just to the left of it, is where Debbie's house used to be. And then mine was down the street, which actually has Crickle's Hamburgers parking lot sitting where my house used to be. And then that building right there was my grade school, and of course it's closed down, and they're supposed to turn it into a elderly complex. But I think it's full of asbestos, so they got to get the asbestos out. Any wind noise, I'm terribly sorry. But this building right here, the AutoZone, before that was built there, that used to be a hamburger joint. Oh man, look at that. That's nice. I like that color. But anyway, it used to be a hamburger joint that was here, and then it was closed down, and then they turned it into Little Caesars Pizza. And I used to work there at that pizza place. And then when they closed down, they tore it down, and then AutoZone bought it and built their building. I don't remember what the hamburger joint was called. But we did used to have a Burger King down here, and it was here for throughout my high school days, and then they finally closed down, and now it's just a convenience store. And this building's been numerous things. Right there, I think it's been a small little car lot, and of course what it is now, but I don't know what else it probably was. Yeah, my shoes are not made for walking. I don't know what these things were made for, but they were not made for walking. My feet are already killing me. Plus the sun. Well, hello, Margie TV. I'm going to turn the camera around and say hi to everybody. Hi everybody. I just thought I'd kind of go out for a walk because I haven't been doing too much on YouTube, and I can't go live on TikTok yet till I get 1,000 subscribers. So here's that 1K mark again for two platforms. And yeah, I just can't seem to make it. So please like, subscribe, and share. And we'll turn her back around. All right. Now this used to be the Burger King right here when I was in high school. And then they closed down. Is that a house there? Depends on where you're talking about. If you're talking about right there, no. If you're talking about back there, yes. If you're talking about there, no. We're gonna come up here and get on the sidewalk because this grass is killing my feet. And this is the baseball diamond for MacArthur. And actually the funny thing is this side of the school is the front side of the school. But I think after them remodeling and stuff, they probably made the other side the front. But this stuff right here was not there. That's all new. And then that gymnasium right there, that's new as well. So now they got like, I think they got like 3 gyms or something like that. So yeah, so we'll come over here to the sidewalk and walk and try to get you out of the sun. what I was gonna do on my TikTok was just put my coffee stuff up there, but a lot of them have music on them, and I have to change the music because they've already flagged me on 2 of them, stating that they were copyright when they weren't. They were music out of my editing software, which is legal to use, but they muted my sound on there until I changed the music. So I had to change the music to whatever theirs were and go from there. So we're just making a great big huge circle, only because it's a nice day, and yes, my roads here are shit. The front end of my truck's got to be repaired again because of these streets, and of course I don't have the money to do that. And then my oil gauge was going crazy, so I thought maybe it was the oil sending switch on it, but no, it's not that. It's the fact that there's no oil in my engine. But I'm gonna drive it anyway. I did buy a quart, but I didn't touch it, so I'm gonna drive it anyway. I don't care until I get the money up to get more oil, because it actually needs a oil change. I just don't have the money to do it. And I wanted to change my thermostat, which I may do tomorrow, because it really needs to be replaced. And if anybody on here that doesn't know who Tokyo Drew is, go over to his channel and watch him. He is a Canadian who lives in Japan, and he is battling lung cancer at the moment. And you can check out he's always live walking around Japan, showing you all about Tokyo and surrounding areas. Well, right now he's working on his chemotherapy that he's going through. But he'll beat it. And then I had to go in for a colonoscopy about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and they found precancerous polyps and removed them. So luckily I went when I did, or I could have came down with colon cancer. This here is a firehouse. This is the new firehouse right here. And this lot used to house a lot of different things. When Kroger was over here, they had their gas station over here, but there used to be, if I could talk, used to be an old gas station that was housed right there. And of course it got tore down, but yeah, this is Fairview Plaza. This is where Kroger used to be, and they were here like from back in the 50s, 60s, something like that. Of course, the economy and shoplifting kind of drove them out, which really sucks because it would have been so close to us. And but there's all different kinds of stores in there. Get past these cars, we'll go walk towards the park. But the buds are starting to come on the trees, and we are getting warmer temperatures. It's kind of going up and down. And what day was that? Monday, Tuesday? Maybe it was Tuesday. It got really cold. I mean, bone chilling cold. And oh, they took the lottery thing off up there and put up something different. But when I was a kid, this fence line wasn't here. You could just run up that, and we'd walk over the train tracks and head over to the park, go swimming at the pool, which they closed down, and there's a guy that comes over here and he maintains this rock area, but I don't know what's going on with that. So anyway, we'll walk down here. And I know it's a little noisy from the traffic, a little windy. In fact, I think tomorrow it's supposed to be windy as well. Yeah, I should have, well, I wish I would have brought the microphone, but I was afraid it would have been too muffled, but right now I'm in a wind tunnel, so there's a dead pigeon back there. But if you're new on the channel watching, that's Millikan University, and they are a Presbyterian college, an expensive Presbyterian college. Supposed to be 79. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be close to that here, so. It's supposed to be warmer tomorrow, but the temperatures are going to go up and down. We're going to hit 60s and 50s and maybe some 40s and 30s, but they'll go up and down. It's March. April does the same thing. Because right now you get your March winds, and then next month it'll rain. We'll probably get tornadoes next month. So we'll come in here to Fairview Park. It's quite a walk. And this is actually the old firehouse that got replaced by that new one. I guess they didn't want to continue to fix it up. If I can get my gimbal right. Yeah, I hate this thing. I seen one on TikTok for a pretty cheap price. When I get some money up, I'm going to order one. Plus those pans. I don't know how many people on here watch TikTok, but they have those pans on there that have that removable handle, and you can even put them in the refrigerator and leave the food in there and put in the refrigerator. And I think you could bake with them. They're non-stick and scratch-proof, and people's been doing all kinds of videos on them. I don't know if I'll do a video on them if I buy them, but And hopefully I won't run down the battery to the gimbal by charging my phone. It has happened before, and then I had to stop my live stream, so. Actually, with this small, I can't even see. I got the sun right in my eyeballs. Yeah, they had opened this up for roller skating. I think they were going to do it like twice a month or something like that. But back in the 70s and possibly part of the 80s, they used to, in the winter time, they'd freeze that floor and you could come out here and ice skate. And until they built the Civic Center, and then that was done there. But they got a new director or something like that. He wants to bring back the roller skating over here because our roller skating place had closed down. And when I go to work in the morning, it's starting to, you know, the seasons are starting to change, so it's starting to become more daylight when I leave. I get out of the sun so I could see. All right. Anyway, pan over here. Right there is a skate park. Depending on the day, I just think the kids probably don't care, but it was supposed to be according to the day. One day is supposed to be BMX bikes, another day skateboards, and they probably don't care. They probably just go there and do whatever they want. But yeah, this here, they put walls up, and I'll show you where they put the walls. And I'll have to move the camera down. So anyway, these little black tracks right here, these walls go on here all the way around the building and closes this off. And then you can skate on it. And they would freeze this ground in the winter time, and you can ice skate on it. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't try to bring that back next winter. But I frequent this park a lot growing up, and it just upsets me that they got rid of the swimming pool, all because they built a new water park out by the other park. Of course, this is your public toilets here in this building. And then we'll get on the bike trail here. And it cracks me up when you're on a bike. They call this a bike trail, but you know, you can walk on it too. But they're supposed to stay to one side because it's two-way traffic. But you get people just lined up from one side of the road to the other, and then they get mad because a bicycle's coming along wanting to get through. It's like, you know, you all got to get over. And of course, that there is one of the oldest drinking fountains that was put in this park. And then over here, they put a little skateboard thing. Let's see if I can get my here we go. You can kind of see it way over there. And of course, if you see my little shorts that I made where I was flipping off the camera, that was over here at this place right over here. So the little curvy areas for them to skateboard on and do whatever. So we'll come over here to the duck pond, check out the duck pond, and then we'll head back because the sun is starting to drop. Now this pond, you got to be under 16, I think, to fish in it. But I think it's one of those catch and release things. I don't think you're supposed to catch it and take it. Even though I did that when I was a kid. But we never did eat them. We ended up just dropping them on the ground because they were stinking. But I don't eat fish anyway, so. Unless it comes from Long John Silver's, and then I'll eat it. So on we go, 43 minutes. And the sun's just beating on my eyeballs. I hope it's not beating too much on the camera. By the way, yeah, this is another spot where I did that little tranquil thing, and where that guy's standing over there, I just took my camera and sat it right there, facing west, and filmed the ducks and the waterfall. We got some duckies right there. Oh yeah, 15 and under. I was thinking of 16, but 15 and under to fish here. And I think you got to be, if you're under 10 or whatever, you got to be accompanied by an adult. And these things you got to watch out for because they'll goose you. But I'll go through there anyway. I'll goose them back. And watch out for the duck food. Or the goose fruit. Yeah, they're kind of mad that I'm walking through here. But we used to call this the Troll Bridge when I was a kid, and that's been redone. And then there's the, that's the replica of the transfer house that's downtown. And of course, you got a tennis court. Let's see if I can get it up there. Tennis court up here. And I used to have a lot of tournaments up here back in the day when tennis was popular. This thing says 1.4. Let me see something here. There we go. I didn't know I was so close to everything because I can't see the screen because I had the sun in my balls. Yeah, they do. But they were yakking like crazy. We'll come up with some more of them. So yeah, there's a better view for you. And A lot of times these people hit their ball over the fence and here it comes in the water. And but right up here is where I did that video where I flipped off the camera. But I'll tell you what, a guy I work with, he only works part-time in the summer. He was telling me that all ducks make a different noise. It's not all the same quack. And he was telling me all the, demonstrating all the different sounds that each duck makes. And I didn't know that. It was kind of fascinating. I mean, I guess I'd be right since there's many types of ducks and they're all going to have something different. Okay, so we walked around the pond and we'll start heading back. I may stop when I get to Fairview Plaza. Walk through the grass and get any duck poop off my feet, my shoes. But we used to, in the wintertime, we used to slide down this hill. Now they kind of frown upon that, people doing that, but it's like, come on, man. People are just trying to have fun. They ain't tearing anything up. But back in, well, I think probably the 70s and the 80s, they used to have a fair out here at the end of the school year. And they called it the Fun Fair. And St. Mary's Hospital had put it on. And they had rides up here in the parking lot. And all kinds of homemade booths all around the field out here, and we would look forward to it every year. So I would leave school, head to the Fun Fair, hello there, Layla. What would be that you're talking about? But as you can see, this is doubled up as a soccer field and a baseball field. And in the summertime, that little building out there, that little old concession building, the park brings out bicycles for you to rent, and you come out here and ride the trails. And I've yet to do that because they have a tandem bike, or yeah, a tandem bike. They got all different types of bikes you can ride, and I don't know what the cost is, but and of course there's your park bathrooms right there up ahead. And then of course all the dead looking trees that will soon have their leaves on there in the next month or so. Debbie doesn't like dead trees, or dead looking, well, she calls them dead trees, dead looking trees. And some of these trees, they have a nameplate on them, especially if you go over in that direction over there, they have a nameplate on them. Tell you what type of tree it is. But I rode my bike every trail that's over here, and if you start up there by Milliken, thanks. But if you start up there by Milliken University and then ride all the trails and then come back, it's about 20 miles. It's just sad over the years that the city council has pretty much killed this city off. Businesses are leaving, and it's not as prominent as it used to be. We used to have presidents come here and famous actors, and I mean, this town was the shit, and they used to call it the Little Chicago. And part of that is because this is the original home of the Chicago Bears when it used to be called the Decatur Staleys. And then he moved it up to Chicago and changed the name, and the rest is history. I'm going to turn the camera around here if I can find it. It disappeared on me. Oh, there it is. Put that back over there. Yeah, it disappeared on me. So there you have it. The old pavilion, big pavilion behind us, Fairview Park. And we'll start heading back. Have the sun to our back, and hopefully the wind that will help us out. Woo. Yeah, a lot of tall trees. A lot of tall trees. I'll turn you back around here. You can see where I'm going. All right. And of course, I do have video on my channel showing you all the old big houses that started out in this city. And the governor's mansion, at one time a governor had lived here, and there's a governor's mansion here in Decatur, and now of course it's in Springfield. And of course that governor, being from Chicago, and discriminates against the rest of the state. His residency is up in Chicago, and he apparently refuses to use the governor's mansion here in downstate. Yeah, it is. There's a lot of open area space, especially back there where they play the soccer and all that stuff right there. Because I've flown a kite there before. Well, we used to go over to the cemetery, the other cemetery that's close to me, and fly our kites over there as well. Of course, there's Milliken's Stadium right there, and I couldn't tell you what they're kind of ranked in the college ranking, but it's an expensive college to go to. So, and now I got the wind going at me again, so any wind noise, I'm sorry. So we'll head back north, and then we'll head back west. And when I get to a spot in Fairview Plaza, then I'll I'll stop the live stream and, hey Charlie, how you doing? Yeah, it is a beautiful day. Sometimes I'm walking the trails, providing that the signal is good, and showing everybody the trails. But we did a big walk a little bit down from my house, clear around MacArthur High School, all the way over to the park, and now we're heading back. I don't know how many miles that is, but it's taken me almost an hour to do it. We're at 57 minutes. But I was kind of hoping that Prism would go on Instagram as well, but they don't. So, but I'm glad they go on Facebook. At least I'm on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. They need to get these kids that do this volunteer stuff come over here and clean up the sides. So yeah, well, thank you. Maybe I'll sleep good tonight. I doubt it, but you know, I don't sleep well anyway. Too many thoughts in my head. But once summer gets here, actually spring, late spring, maybe middle spring, and the leaves are on the trees, it would look a lot better. The trees won't look dead. So on. I tried going live. I used to bitch about wanting to go live on YouTube, and then when I did, I didn't care for it, and so I went back to Prism. But I used to use Live Now, and even they've gotten kind of weird, and Prism's kind of weird, and I don't know. They all keep changing their stuff. It's like, leave it alone. If you're gonna improve it, improve it. Oh, we gotta go back to one here. I'm in the wrong. There. Now I'm in the right setting. I was in the right. This is where you go to catch the bus over here. But I missed my Kroger's, I'll tell you that. It would have been so convenient. And I wish they'd put a Hy-Vee over here or in Decatur, but it's too high end, so I kind of doubt it would work. It was kind of like Snooks. Snooks was high end, and they didn't last too long. And they were a great store. I loved shopping there. Hey Cameron, how you doing? There's no Kroger. Yeah, there's no Kroger here anymore. I wish there was. All closed up. The economy kind of screwed them over on top of people shoplifting. So yeah, see, it's all boarded up, papered up. And the owners need to work on getting somebody else over here. But you got your Dollar Tree and your Dollar General and your H&R Block and a few other stores in here. A liquor store and Wingstop is over here. And there used to be, of course, y'all knew, well, most of y'all knew that are watching, That used to be Goldblatt's over there back in the day. That was another great store that was here, and then they went out. Yeah, that's a shame, really. Decatur has changed. Yeah, it sucks here. I'd rather go live in Texas, be honest with you. I want to live in San Antonio. I loved it over there in San Antonio. I thought the weather was perfect. They all thought that it was too hot, but I didn't. I thought it was perfect. Now Vegas was hot. Yeah, it took my breath away when I walked outside in Vegas. All that dry heat. But I think in this rounded area right here, Milliken had rented that place, and they renovated it, and then now it's their wrestling place where they practice wrestling, and I don't know if they do tournaments in there or whatever, but now the wrestling's in there. And then of course there's your Mexican place, which the name has changed on it, and of course you got a Chinese restaurant on the end, Pizza Hut. So yeah, they need to put a Thai place over here and a Korean place, and yeah, you should come to Texas. Did you guys go to Texas? Is that where you moved to? Oh, that was Layla that said that. I thought that was Cameron that said that. Then my eyes are going. Plus the words are a little small, so. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, Debbie wants me to always buy food there, and I won't do it, so. Yeah. Yeah, your uncle lives in Lubbock. I moved to San Antonio. We can drive up to Lubbock and visit him. So, yeah. And of course, that's a cemetery right there, and I'm on the other side of it. I pretty much lived all around this entire city, but this is my old stomping grounds of where I've lived, and pretty much spent my life here. Lived 3 years up in Pekin, Illinois, and then came back to Decatur because it's a magnet, and been here ever since. So I'm gonna turn this camera around, and hi everybody. Yeah, less hair, which actually I'm gonna cut my hair and I'm gonna take the rest of it off, and this is just getting wider, and maybe I'll grow it longer. So anyway, but I'm gonna get off of here, and this gimbal's getting heavy. It's making my arm hurt, my hand hurt holding it. And yeah, I got 4 and 4. That's great. It's better than last time when I was live. So next time I go live, maybe I'll go to some other different park. Maybe I'll go to Nelson Park or Scoville Zoo or something like that. I actually like to go in Scoville Zoo and do a live inside the zoo and show you what animals they have in there. So maybe that'll be coming up late spring, early summer or something like that. So yeah, but anyway, yeah, you too, buddy. And yeah, Debbie's watching, so just say hi to her. And yeah, anyway, I'm gonna get off here. My gimbal's acting that funny, so. And anyway, yeah, and I'll see you guys on the next live stream or video, because I got cookies I gotta buy when I get some money up, and because Oreo's got those new cookies out. They got a new one coming out, which is the dirt cake. They're coming out with the dirt cake cookie, so I got to get that. Well, come on, camera. And so I want to get the dirt cake cookie, and then of course that new cosmic one that everybody's already done a video about. And because mostly you can get a hold of Oreo and you can order those and they come to your house. Well, the packaging for those cosmic ones was really freaking cool. And I wish I would have done that, but I didn't know, and I, of course, didn't have the money either. So, anyway, but yeah, they got more stuff coming up. And anyway, thanks a lot, guys, for coming. I'm gonna get off of here because my hand's killing me, and we'll see you on the next live.